Hello everybody and welcome to Oregairu Season 3 Episode 2 Anime Review. It's actually out on Thursday today. As I was surprised, it came out of nowhere, it blindsided me. I was prepared to do it on a Friday. But no, now it's out the day it comes out, which is Thursday. Don't know what was going on last week then, but I'm assuming it's going to be Thursday from now on, which is good because that's, as I said, the day it comes out, which is just what we want. But no, on to the episode itself. It was good. I was less lost than I was last week. I didn't do what I said I was going to do and rewatch the end of Season 2. But hey ho, I'm unlost now. So we got the Yukino stuff. That was all interesting. Iroha showed up and they're going to have a ball, I guess. And that's incredibly brief summary. Oh, Hayama was there too. He not at that part, but he was, he was there in the episode. I guess what I'm trying to say. Don't really know why. Hickey really didn't want to talk to him. I wouldn't want to talk to Hayama. He's not the type of person I would want to talk to very much. But no, I thought it was another good episode. We're building, aren't we? We're building towards something, and you can tell. You can just tell. Also there was the Yui stuff. That was all interesting. Interesting? That's going to be heartbreaking when it happens, and you know it's going to happen. It's gonna be a thing. Anyway, let's jump into the episode and see exactly how it all went down and everything. Let's do this. We open, as I briefly mentioned, with Hayama confronting. We'll go with confronting. Oh, that was bad. I almost swore there. Confronting our boy Hachiman Hikigaya at the vending machine, as he really often is, about basically what I'm going to refer to as the Yukinoshita incident. I have no idea. I probably pronounced that wrong. Read wording is hard. Yeah, about that. And then we go back to the incident that we didn't see last week. The three of them, Yukino, Yui, Hachiman, meeting with Haruno. Drunk Haruno, which is like regular Haruno, but better. I don't know if that's true. I'm spitballing. Yeah, basically Yukino tells her what she's going to do. She's like, here's what I'm doing. She says it clearly and concisely. Haruno tried to change the subject at one point. She was like, Yui, bail me out. And Yui just looked confused. And Yukino was like, I will invade the camera until you listen to me. So that's basically what happened. Haruno is surprisingly cool with this whole thing. She's going to go along with her. She's like, yeah, I'll work with you, whatever. You made your decision, which is good. Yukino will likely be gone for a while, so packing, right? Hickey very, very quietly says to let Yui help her pack. Like, very quietly. Like, he, mumbles it. Like, which is obviously deliberate, but it was like, why are you being so quiet? Hickey, what are you doing? So, yeah, now they're going to have a sleepover. By they, of course, Hikigaya was not invited because he's a boy. And you can't have a boy at a girls-only sleepover. Get out of here, Hachi. But yeah, then Haruno and Hikigaya both go at the same time. She's like, I'm gonna go get groceries, and Hikigaya's just like, you're lying. That was the code for let's go meet outside. So he does, and then they talk for a bit. They walk. Haruno's basically like, yeah, I'll support her regardless of if it's the right choice or not, because she's making decisions on her own, which is a good thing. Then she's like, yeah, people grow up by giving up on things. I'm like, well, that's a flipping depressing thought. I hope I never grow up. I'm going to be a child forever. It's like Peter Pan. It's not like Peter Pan. Peter Pan stole children pretty much. Like the original. Not Disney's Peter Pan, because Disney would never do that. Like original Peter Pan. So yeah, don't be like Peter Pan, I guess is the completely unrelated moral of this story. Haruno does some teases. She gets all close to his ear and stuff. She can't actually get drunk, which you quickly realise is actually a metaphor. And then she's like, I bet you can't get drunk either, Hikigaya. Which, as I said, metaphor. They do like their metaphors in this show. Or simile. No, metaphor. Metaphor. Simile is where you say like. You don't need both. You don't need two different words. Just metaphor's good enough. You don't need this simile bollocks. I've gotten distracted. Point is, Haruno and Hikigaya, we're not so different, you and I, is basically the gist of it. The next day, I presume it's the next day, Yui runs into Hikigaya, literally runs into him, like I guess because he stopped early to wait for her. Like, usually he waits around the corner, but here he's like, I hear her coming, so I'm going to wait for her to catch up. I think that's what they were, like, implying, and that's why they were both surprised. So, hopefully I'm right on that, and if I'm not, oops. Hikigaya noticed that she's got a new blanket, and she's like, so you do pay attention to me. And then he stutters and gets all embarrassed. It's like, Hikigaya, man, come on. You're the antithesis of bumbling harem protagonists. Don't, you know, it is said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Come on, what are you doing? Yeah, the club room's locked, so he goes to get the key. This part was kind of weird. Like, it's like, oh, the club room's locked, I'm gonna go get the key. So he talks to Hiratsuka-sensei briefly, and Yukino's already took the key, and then he goes to get the key. And then he goes back. The only way this scene doesn't feel like them padding time is if Yukino and Yui had a discussion about something while he wasn't there. Which they're not going to tell us yet. But that's the only way. Like, it feels almost too convoluted for there not to be something there. Or I'm just massively overthinking this. That's another possibility. But yeah, then Yui's acting suspicious when talking about Yukino moving out. She is like, and it's like, you're not a very good liar, are you? Like, I'm onto you, and I'm on the other side of the screen. Hikigaya is definitely going to be onto you, because he's got eyes in the back of his head. He's a genius. Not really, but he's pretty smart. Then a wild Iroha appears, which is always a good sign. She brought a projector and a DVD, and basically, we're going to go watch a movie now. So they watch. It's not a movie, it's a television drama, actually. She's very quick to point out. Basically, it was like a ball. It was like Miss Ball, Mr. Ball, Mr. Ball. Jesus. There. Basically, it was research because she wants to do a party prom thing. A prom, not a ball. What am I saying? Prom is the word. I had a prom. It was whatever. It was pretty lame, to be honest. But they, you know. Everyone sort of agreed. They were like, this is a bit crap. Didn't go to the after party where I'm sure everybody got absolutely smashed. But I ain't about that life. I came home. I probably went to bed early because it was tired, you know. What was I saying? Right, Iroha, got it. She wants to do a prom and everything. Iroha wants to be prom queen because of course she does. She wants Hayama to be prom king. She wants to be prom queen. That's definitely it. She's definitely not eyeballing someone else. It's Hayama. It's still Hayama. Shut up. It's always been him. And then she sort of tries to rope Hikigaya into helping by stealthily hinting that he should help. That's what we'll say. Student council would just then she says, all right, we'll just do it on our own. We don't need your help. What are you doing, idiots? So she's clearly got an ulterior motive. For once, I think she might actually be doing a good thing. Not sure exactly what it is, but it's something regarding the three of them. I reckon this whole thing is just for them, in a way, which is right nice of her. That, or I'm completely wrong, and I'm giving her way too much credit. Yukino basically asks, why does it have to be this year, you know? You got, like, what, 2 more years left? Come on, Iroha, what you chatting? She's basically then says, we start now, we still might make it in time. She keeps saying it can't be next year for this, that, and the other reason. I'm still not too sure why it can't be next year. Because, like I said, she's got an ulterior motive that she's not telling. She says she's doing it for herself, of course. Yukino agrees to help, which is nice. But she wants to do it on her own. She doesn't want the other two to help out. They'll just watch. That's, again, fair enough. The whole thing was a metaphor about the whole, what was it? I wrote it down. You start now, you might just make it in time. It's like a metaphor. Metaphors on top of metaphors. And then briefly we see sad Yui at the end. And then, at Yukino's sleepover, we found out she found something. That thing she found was a photograph of Hikigaya and Yukino at the place. And I forget what that place was. I remember he bought her the thing at some point. But, or did he win it? Or have I made that up? Oh god, maybe I need to rewatch the series. My brain does not work quite right. But yeah, and then she ends with the line, I guess I never wanted anything genuine, which is like, oof. The reverse, that's like an Uno reverse card right there. It's like, didn't see that coming. Really curious to see where that's going. Poor Yui. She's not going to win, is she? There's no way she's winning. Like, that's where my brain's at the moment. No way. Like, oh, man. I've not read the light novel, so I don't know no spoilers, so don't spoil, obviously. But yeah, no, I feel bad for her. It's gonna be heartbreaking. Curious to what Iroha's up to though. She's a stealthy little minx. That's what I'll call her. But yeah, it was a good episode. We furthered it along. Happy it was on time today. But it blindsided me. Wasn't expecting it, but it's a good thing, I guess. I guess enough people complained to where they decided to put it out early. Or not, I have no idea what the scheduling's like. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. Thank you very much. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye, guys.